Here we are starting our second Camino. We are in Porto, Portugal, and we plan to walk it twice because there are multiple paths from here. This time my backpack is really light. And we start the Camino with shoes that are looking pretty clean.
We are in Porto, Portugal, getting ready to start our Camino.
And now we need to get off of this balcony that was built before the Apostle Paul. Oh, the church bells are ringing. And this is where the cathedral is, where it starts up all those steps up there. Are you ready?
Let's start from here.
Let's go downhill. This is the right way, and it goes by the first of many churches. Really the second if you count the first cathedral.
What kind of an app are you using?
It's called a book. Brent Logsdon told me about these. This is the Tower of the Clergy. For a few euros, you can walk over 225 steps up to the top, or pay nothing and save your feet and continue on the Camino. Which way do we go? There is actually a building between these two churches, and it's been called one of the narrowest buildings in the world at about 3 feet wide, and it was built to act as a physical barrier between the monks and the nuns because, well, they were not allowed to live in the same building. This is the oldest church in Porto. Well, one of the oldest in all of Europe. The foundation dates back to the year 555. It was built by a king who had a sick child, and he desperately wanted his child to be made well. So he made a promise to build a church away from the city walls if his child was healed. And the faith of the king was so strong that even before seeing his son healed, he ordered the start of the construction of the church. When his son arrived and was cured, the church was given the Portuguese name meaning early made. I just love the history of these places. Yesterday we were getting a little bit tired after seeing all the churches, so we stopped here about where this Aldi's is and decided to take a break.
We don't have to do it all in one day. This is our Camino.
That's right. Gina calls this the bird of paradise. Gina, tell us a little bit about this church.
Well, this is the TVS in Ecclesiasium, and this was built like a long time ago, and it's just a nice, quaint little church.
Wow. We spoke too soon because there is some history here. 200 years ago, a hurricane demolished everything except for an oak tree that did stand right here, but now they replanted it apparently, and they used the wood from this oak tree for the pulpit in the church. And this little restaurant way over here, that little restaurant there, is named after that miraculous event 200 years ago. We just talked to a local who said that the hurricane winds were so bad 200 years ago that the locals thought it was a miracle that the tree walked. It actually was uprooted and placed in another area, which is where they built the church. Wow. '18th century architecture in this beautiful church. And we finally made it to the place where we're sleeping tonight. Apparently the reservation got mixed up, so Gina and I are split up. I'm with a couple guys here, and Gina has a room to herself. But I noticed that we both had someone watching over us. At least the guys have nothing to worry about tonight. Good night, everybody.